It's hill between Jason Shaw and Alex Pagulayan. Alex has the chance to run the table because Jason didn't make a ball on the break. Alex is in total control, makes a very amazing shot on the 5 ball, he can play the 5 ball into the side pocket, has a shot on the 6 which guarantees him position on the 7. From the 7 to the 8 is no problem, and also from the 8 to the 9 doesn't pose a big problem, just a little close to the rail. But guess what? As we saw, pool can really be a cruel game. You can do all the work and just miss the last remaining ball on the table, and everything you did before becomes useless. So in this lesson I'm going to show you 4 simple tips that will help you to make the money ball more consistently. Before we start, I want to introduce you real quick to a challenge I want to run. Your goal in the challenge is to hit as many rays as possible before contacting a ball on the table. For example, with this shot I made a score of 4. This will test your kicking game and also creativity. The video of the person with the most rails will be shown in my next video. If 2 players have the same amount of rails, the one who sent me their attempt first will be the winner. Send your videos to contact@cherryberry.net or via private message on my Facebook page. I'm really curious to see your attempts. And now let's start with today's lesson. The previous ball is the match winner. What players often do is they put all the pressure on the last remaining ball. Look at this situation. We're on the 8 ball and have to get position for the 9. We decide to just bring the cue ball somewhere down table and will probably have a shot on the 9 ball. And yes, this 9 ball is very makeable, but if you're in a match, maybe even at hill, this 9 ball suddenly becomes very missable. So let's go back to the 8. Usually players start to really feel the pressure once they're on the money ball and not that much on previous shots. So we use this behavior to make this shot on the 8 ball already the match winner. What we have to do is to really commit and make sure that we get a good position on the 9 ball. If we can achieve this, we remove all the pressure from the 9 ball, because this is a straight in stop shot. And here even the 7 ball can already be the match winner. If we're able to get straight on the 8 ball, we just have to play 2 very simple stop shots. So our task is to detect these shots and to make sure that we have a clear mind where we want to be on the last ball. But of course this won't work 100% of the time, so let's jump into the next tip. Playing position. When we're shooting balls, we always try to get the cue ball to a certain position on the table so that we can continue our run. But of course we are not doing this with only 1 ball on the table. Is it a good thing because we don't have to concentrate on getting position anymore? In my opinion it isn't. One thing about pool is that you always want to do the same routine on every shot. And we usually do that, except for the last ball on the table. So we're doing things differently. So my second advice is to also bring the cue ball to a certain position even when you're shooting the money ball. This will have the advantage that you're not treating any ball differently. It will also prevent you from scratching caused by no awareness of the cue ball's path. And in some cases you can make life a lot tougher for your opponent if you miss. For example, on a shot like that, I always try to bring the cue ball 3 rails towards the short rail. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to always force the cue ball towards the short rail or a certain position. Do what is natural and don't try anything that will harm your shot making. For example here, it wouldn't be clever trying to bring the cue ball towards the short rail. Never roll the ball in. Rolling a ball in is always dangerous. The cue ball and the object ball can both roll off. There is also the danger of a kick or skid. This usually happens when you roll a ball in and is caused by dirt on the contact point. Here this will cause the cue ball to basically climb up the object ball, which will straighten the angle of the object ball. When playing a ball with outside spin, or in the best case as a stop or stun shot, this will never happen. For example, here I'm elevating my cue a little bit to play a stun shot. This prevents a kick, and I can also play the shot with more confidence. Another advantage is that if you shoot the ball with more confidence and power, that if you miss, the chances are higher that the object ball won't stay in front of the pocket, especially if you're missing on the pro side. Don't treat the ball differently. I already talked about not treating the last ball differently regarding positional play, but what I mean here is to not treat it mentally differently. I often watch players who play pretty fast and fluent, but once they're on the money ball, they take more time, even if the shot is easier than previous ones. Look at this for example. I played fluently, and once I'm on the 9 ball, I stop and take much more time. This is a mental mistake and will give your mind the time to realize the importance of the ball, which will automatically put more pressure on you, and especially gives your mind the time to think about bad things and therefore will get you out of flow. So don't take that extra time if it's not required. Of course, if the shot is tough and you need time to collect, focus and prepare the shot, it's totally fine. But don't do this just because it's the last remaining ball, because as I said, this will give your mind the time to sabotage yourself. Let's summarize it real quick. The previous ball is the match winner. Take the pressure off the money ball by committing to the previous shot and a perfect position on the money ball. Play position. Treat every shot equally and eventually bring the cue ball in a tough position for your opponent. Never roll the ball in. Prevent kicks and skids, play balls with confidence and increase the chances that if you miss, the object ball won't stay in front of the pocket. Don't treat the shot differently. Don't take more time just because it's the money ball. It's a shot just as every other shot, so don't let your mind into it. Well, that's it for today. I hope some of the tips will help you to miss less money balls, and if you still miss, to make it tougher for your opponent. This time a special thank you goes out to all of my patrons. If you want to become one of my patrons as well, check out the link in the description. There are different tiers including bonus material like drills, articles, podcasts and videos. And you can also submit a video of you playing pool that I will analyze and then provide you with personal feedback and tips. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned something new. If so, consider to leave a thumbs up, comment or subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.